He was the 16th President of the United States. He was born in a small house made of log in Kentucky on February 12, 1809. Later, his family moved to Indiana when he was very young in 1816. When Abraham Lincoln was just 9 years old, his mom Nancy Hank Lincoln passed away. It made him really sad. Even though he didn't go to a lot of school, he was very smart. He taught himself many things and learned by his own. Around 1830, he moved to a place called Illinois with his family. At that time, Abraham Lincoln got into doing politics, which is helping make decisions for the people who live in Illinois. In 1834, he became a member of a group called the Illinois State of Legislature. In 1858, he had this big talk called debate with a person named Stephen Douglas. During this debate, Abraham Lincoln spoke up against something called slavery. Slavery was a really bad thing where some people were treated unfairly. He became even more famous and everyone started to notice him. Because of this debate, he became so popular in the Republican Party, which was like his superior team. In 1860, people all over the country voted and they picked him to be the 16th president. Some states at a certain part of the country didn't like this choice and they decided to leave the big group of the United States. This disagreement and separation led to something really serious called the Civil War. Abraham Lincoln had a tough job trying to keep the country together during this difficult time. 1861, when the Civil War was happened, it was like a super serious battle between different parts of the country. In 1863, he issuing the Emancipation Proclamation. He declared that people who were slaves in certain places called the Confederate Territories were now free. In 1864, when the ventures was still going on, people liked what the Lincoln was doing so much that they voted him again to be a leader. Unfortunately, in 1865, something has happened to him, which is a person called John Wilkes Booth did a really mean thing to Abraham Lincoln while he was watching a play at a place called Ford Theater in Washington, D.C. This is even on April 14, 1865. Even though doctor tried to help, Abraham Lincoln passed away the next day on April 15, 1865. But the good part is, even though he was gone, people still remember Abraham Lincoln as a hero. Leadership during crisis. During this difficult time, Lincoln showed everyone how good he was at keeping calm even when things really hard. Abraham Lincoln was like the captain of the team during a big fight, and he did a great job keeping everything under control and making smart decisions. Humanity and open-mindedness. Abraham Lincoln was a really nice and wise person. He liked to be humble, which means he didn't show off or think he was better than others. He was also like to listen to what other people thought even if they had different ideas than him. Political skill. He was like a superhero at figuring out how to make different group of people happy and find solution when they didn't agree on things. So his skill at doing all of this is called political achievement, and it was a big part of why he did so well in this job. Abraham Lincoln's effectiveness as a leader stemmed from his dedication to pursuing the Union, commitment to justice, effective communication, humanity, adaptability, political skill, and personal integrity. His leadership during a critical period in American history has left an enduring impact on the nation and served as a model for leadership in the times of crisis.
And that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
Abraham Lincoln faces numerous challenges on his journey to becoming a great leader in history. First one is Civil War and national division. Lincoln assumed the presidency at a time when the nation was deeply divided over the issue of slavery. The secession of southern states and the outbreak of the Civil War posed to immediate and monumental challenge to his leadership, requiring him to navigate complex military, political, and social issues. Next is preserving the Union. The primary challenge for Lincoln was to preserve the Union. The Civil War presented an existential threat to the United States, and Lincoln had to make difficult decisions to ensure the survival of the nation while managing the expectation of demand of various fractions within the Union. split opinion and criticism. Lincoln was often criticized even from his own party and the media. He had to manage this criticism while staying firm in his leadership during a challenging time. Even with many challenges, Lincoln showed determination and smart planning. He strongly believed in fairness and equality. Because of his skill and belief, he remembered as a top leader in U.S. history. Economic and social turmoil. The Civil War causes many problems because at the cost of fighting and rising prices. It also made people, relationships, and family complicated and difficulties due to different beliefs in the course of the war.
Abraham Lincoln's leadership style was characterized by a clear sense of purpose and unwavering integrity. His goal was to preserve the Union and end slavery during the Civil War. This clarity of purpose guided his decision. Lincoln's integrity, marked by honesty and commitment to justice, further defined his leadership, making him a principled and effective leader in American history. Abraham Lincoln's leadership style included effective communication and strong interpersonal skill. He was known for his ability to connect with people through clear and compelling speech. Lincoln's skillful communication helped unite the nation during a challenging times. Additionally, his approach and empathic demeanor contribute to building positive relationships, making him an influential and respected leader. Abraham Lincoln became president during a turbulent period marked by deep division over slavery, leading to the secession of Southern states and the onset of the Civil War. His leadership faces the formidable task of managing complex military, political, and social challenges. Lincoln had to navigate through this turbulent time, making critical decisions to address the nation's division and preserve the Union. That's all our documentary about Abraham Lincoln. Thank you.
That right makes might, and in that faith, let us dare to do our duty as we understand it.
It was a remarkable performance. He had taken a crowd skeptical of this frontier politician and turned them into cheering fans. Lincoln was not the first choice of many in the Republican Party, but